Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
The Defence Ministry has dissolved the Ordnance Factory Board, that is the OFB, with effect from October 1 and transferred its assets and employees and management to 7 public sector units, that is PSUs. The corporatization of the ordnance factories, which have become synonymous with poor quality products, delayed timelines and lack of technological advancements, will see these 41 factories subsumed as 7 100% government-owned corporate entities registered under the Companies Act of 2013. Now, the government has decided to transfer with effect from October 1 the management, control, operations and maintenance of these 41 production units and identified known production units to 7 government companies. According to the order, the name of the 7 defense PSUs, also called the DPSUs, are the Munition India Limited, the Armored Vehicles Nigam Limited, Advanced Weapons and Equipment India Limited, Troop Comforts Limited, Yantra India Limited, India Optel Limited and the Gliders India Limited. The service conditions of the observed employees would not be inferior to the existing ones. A committee would be constituted by the Department of Defence Production for guiding the new DPSUs in this regard so that the absorption package given is attractive, an official order of the Defence Ministry said. Remember that it was in June this year that the Union Cabinet approved the corporatization of the OFB, a plan which was first mooted 2 decades ago to streamline the functioning of the 41 ordnance factories across the country. The ordnance factories are the oldest and the largest organization in the country's defense industry, with a history that dates back to 1787, when a gunpowder factory was established at Ishapur by the British. The Ishapur factory had started production in 1791. Headquartered at Kolkata, the OFB is a conglomerate of 41 factories, 9 training institutes, 3 regional marketing centers and 5 regional controllers of safety. At present, these factories are divided into 5 clusters or operating groups, and they produce a range of arms, ammunitions, armored and infantry combat vehicles, clothing items and others such as parachutes for the services. The OFB, which has a total workforce of around 81,000 personnel, comes under the administrative control of the Department of Defence Production in the Defence Ministry. During the past 2 decades, several high-level committees such as the T.K. Nair Committee in 2000, the Vijay Kelkar Committee of 2006, the Vice Admiral Raman Puri Committee in 2016 and Lieutenant General D.B. Shekhar Committee in 2016 called for the ordnance factories to be converted from a government department into a corporate entity. As mentioned earlier, the OFB had become synonymous with poor quality products, delayed timelines and lack of technical advancements. The production cost is also too high because the production value per employee is very low. Because of this, despite the OFB products being priced without charging any profit over the cost of production, as it is barred from making profit from the supplies to the armed forces, the military complains that the cost is just too high. Apart from the armed forces, which have been complaining for years, the Comptroller and Auditor General, that is a CAG, has in multiple reports criticized the department for its way of functioning. A CAG report in 2018 said that a large number of production orders given to the OFB remained outstanding as of March that year. The oldest of these orders were from 2009-2010. The latest example of the OFB failing to deliver to the armed forces in the fixed timeline is that of the Dhanush guns. Remember that yesterday was the Gunners' Day. Since April 2019, the induction of the Dhanush guns started. Only 12 of the indigenously built long-range artillery guns have been delivered as of now. This is far below the 18 guns required to make a full regiment. This development comes at a time when the armed forces are involved in a conflict with China in Ladakh and have been seeking more artillery guns to overcome operational voids in the medium artillery, that is high altitude area along the northern borders. For The Print, this is Snehesh Alex Philip. Do subscribe to our Print's YouTube channel for more such videos.